afternoon. Happy Monday. We are Monday, August 3rd. Can you believe we're already in the month of August? Today is your goddess nudge for the week to help you set the energy and your intentions for the week ahead. Because when we work, when we go through life with more intention and consciousness, it helps us create the life that we really want. So, your goddess nudge for this week. It is a full moon today. So let me know if you're feeling the energy of this full moon. If you're feeling more tired, if you're feeling more cranked up, let me know which side of the spectrum is this full moon um, impacting you. For me, I've been noticing a lot of muscle pain actually, and I know that I'm not the only one. A lot of other people have had muscle pains. So if that is you as well, let me know if you're also noticing muscle pains. And the invitation when we are feeling some muscle pains like that is to tune into those muscles and ask what the message might be. Because there's always a message. There's always something that we can learn about ourselves, about our body, about our mind, about our beliefs, about our spirit when we just quiet down and ask the questions. So, hi, Robin. I'm not doing readings today, but let's go to the end and maybe I'll have some time to pick a card for you. All right. So look into the messages that your body is giving you right now, and the big message that we have right now for following the cards that we set for the new moon. So we have to go back 2 weeks. So the card for the whole lunation for this moon in Cancer was emerging into grace. So there was a lot of inner work to be done this month, and part of the work, so the past week, hopefully you have been working on renewing your life, on getting clear of clutter, and that can be physical clutter, emotional clutter, mental clutter. So that was a work that was for us around the past 2 weeks. So let me know if you've done any of that. For me, some of the clutter that I am releasing is, you see all those crystals here in the back? They're all for sale. I do not want to hold on to them any longer. So if there's any crystals that you want, any books that you want, maybe even the drum, there's some other crystals here from my private collection, and all those boxes here, they all have crystals in there as well. I am not holding on to all of those crystals anymore. So if there's any crystal that you want, message me and I'll let you know what I have. And if you want to come and pick it up, or I can mail to you as well. So that's part of my clutter clearing and the emotional attachment to it, because when we clutter clear, it's not only about the physical stuff that we release, but it's also about the emotional, the mental, the spiritual things that we are also releasing. So for me, releasing all of those crystals is also releasing the past way that I was doing my business, the past services that I used to offer that I will no longer be offering in the future. So it's almost like a definition of myself that I'm letting go. Because my dream when I opened my business, even before I opened my business, I remember when I was in university and I would see early in the morning shop owners opening up their shops and just setting up for the day. And I always felt, oh, I so want to do that. I want that to be me, to have that key and open the door and have a shop for the day. That was my dream. Well, that is no longer my dream. I grew out of that one. My dream right now is really to help women, especially women, connect with your inner goddess so that they can create the life that they really want. And that is not done through having a shop. It's done through through sessions, mostly the counseling, the guiding sessions that I do online, and not so much in person right now because of COVID restrictions. But that is my new dream. So in order for that dream to grow, I have to let go of the old dream. So if you can help me release the old dream and rehome some of those crystals, let me know. And I also want to know, what are you releasing? Today, as I mentioned, it's the full moon. So this is a time to really release. So if there's anything that you've been holding on to, any fears, any old dreams, anything that you've outgrown, tonight is the night to really set that intention and release it. So what is that for you? And the card that we had picked again at the new moon was a launching your journey card. So again, what we want to create for our future will not be able to happen very well if we haven't cluttered clear first. So it's super uber important that you clear those old beliefs, that you clear those old thinking patterns, that you clear the old dreams. So do that. You have this week to really look within and question what is it that is ready to be released from you, from your body, from your mind, from your soul. All right, Robin, catch you later. So those are so that is the your goddess nudge for this week with this full moon is the releasing of the old stuff. Remembering that by next week it's going to give us more time to savor the pleasure. So the goddess nudge. So you have to release what no longer serves you, release the old grudges, the old emotions, um, even things, physical things like those crystals that you need to release. And also, as we kind of go into the next phase, which is savoring pleasure, part of it, especially if you've been doing that work of releasing, now your goddess nudge is to sit back and take a deep breath and just enjoy the fact that you've done all that work. It's like when you're planting your garden, right? You can spend the whole day planting your garden, but after a while you have to let it go so that it can grow, so that the seeds can grow on their own. You can't always be nitpicking in the garden all the time. You need to let the garden grow, and you need to move into trust that the garden, that what you've planted is going to grow. If you've tilled the soil, you gave it the right fertilizer, you've been watering, you've been doing all of those things, you've been weeding, you need to move into trust that what you planted will grow. So, how does that translate to your life? What seeds have you been planting that you can take, a step back and just let it grow? So that is going to help with managing some stress and anxiety, because usually we go into spins, into our head spins, when we can't release and let grow. So remember that manifestation is like a 50-50 thing, right? So there's you and there's a divine, and you do a lot of the work. The divine does a lot of the work as well. So when you want to micromanage everything, when you can't stop even at night to think about all the little details that you need to do, you're not allowing the divine to step in and help you. So the fact that you can just take a step back, breathe, and let things grow is also how you invite the divine to come into your life and do part of the work for you. So you're not doing all the heavy lifting on your own all the time. It's not about working hard all the time. It's about allowing your life, allowing your dreams to unfold. So it might be really hard work for a lot of us, but step back, relax, rest, and let the divine do what the divine needs to do. So there you go. That's your goddess nudge for this week. And let me know how that resonates with you. And I'll catch you again at the end of the week to check in with you which actions you actually implemented. Remember that transformation happens only when you implement aligned action. Transformation will not happen in your life if you just always sit back and rest and pray and meditate. You need to follow all of that beautiful soul work with action in the 3D. So if you can right now, journal about what you are ready to release, and journal 3 actions that you can take this week that will signify that you're releasing. That doesn't have to be complicated, right? It can be like for rest and letting it grow. It might be that you're giving yourself 30 minutes to read a novel, or you're giving yourself an hour to take a leisurely bath. It can be that you're giving yourself 30 minutes to think of something completely different and not your goal, right? So it doesn't have to be complicated. Don't make it complicated. but do at least 3 things, take 3 actions that signify that you are letting go and you're inviting the divine in your life so that miracles can happen. And of course, if you are ready to let go of those old beliefs, if you're ready to clutter clear karma, if you're ready to let go of old emotions so that you can really open up to the divine being that you are, invite the divine into your life, and really deeply heal, there's the Akashic Records reading level 1 that is starting on August 8th. So 8/8 is the date. It is this Saturday. We have the first initiation. This is a deeply, deeply healing and just a wonderful training that's going to help you understand yourself so deeply so that you can back yourself 100%. So whatever is happening in your life, whatever is happening in the world around you, you'll be able to have that unshakable self-confidence because you know that you are working towards your dream and towards your goal. And all of those questions like, oh, should I do this, should I do that, am I right on path, and all those anxiety and the fear driven questions that you might have, they're going to go away. Because when you work with your Akashic Records, you work with your soul and you develop that perception that is so clear, that is so confident, and it's going to support you for the rest of your life. So I really am looking forward to welcoming you in this sacred circle with the Akashic Records. I know that, if you're following the goddess nudges, I know that this is something that can really support you. So if you're interested, let me know. I will send you the link so that you can get registered and have the Zoom link ready for the first initiation on Saturday. Until then, big, big hug from my heart to yours. Big love. Bye for now.